Hello, everyone. This is KJPC Gaming. We are in the Infected version 9.0. I am super excited. I stepped into last season's game for a little while, and I went to one of the towns that was close by, and I was absolutely stunned at how big that town was, and how much loot there was. I don't know if that's going to keep up, but we are going to go to this town today. Um, we do need to get 2 blueprints, but we're not in a major hurry because we do have the circular saw and the water house already built. So that should be okay. I am struggling a little bit with the new roof, figuring out how to apply it. But I'll figure it out when we get to that point. Um, let's see. So, yeah, here we are, obviously. Look at the size of this town. The town that I went to, our last season was right here. And so the town that I went to, or is it right here? Anyway, it's right next to one of our deposits. And this town right here was massive. And by massive, I mean about a third, maybe 2/3 bigger than they used to be. I don't know if the original towns got any bigger. They really don't look like they did on this map, but this is really widespread. There's a lot more of the industrial buildings, and we're going to go there today. I think it's this direction. Am I going the right way? It is that way, but we do need to drop off some stuff at the house first. I was just cooking some meat and potatoes. Excuse me, sheepy. I did put up some rails. I'm going to need them. I haven't gotten hurt yet, but I did put up the rails ahead of that. And look at what I can do. I can put these skirts here now. That is so cool. I can't wait to do that. I put in this wall and the door. I had to put the door in backwards so that it would open in. Otherwise, it was opening out into this hallway, which is the same thing for this door. If it wasn't in there backwards, it would open the wrong way. I think this is off. Yes, it is. And we need to go upstairs. And I have labeled these boxes, iron ore. And I thought that oh, no. Oh, there it is. It's in the stuff box. Here's the stuff box. We'll put that in there. And there's the things box. There's nothing in the things. I don't have any things. I moved the chemistry table to try and get up here and figure out how to do that, but it's not quite tall enough. And I put in this stair over here to try and do this one, but again, it's not quite tall enough. I think I need to have more of the roof in there. This is another inside corner right here. So that might be an interesting thing. We'll have to work that out. But it is already 10 o'clock in the morning. We don't need to take any boxes with us. I am thirsty though. I think I'll go ahead and eat that. And I do need to eat some protein. That's why I was cooking meat. And we'll drink some water. And that should hold us pretty good. Right now, our health is still at 100 because we haven't made the stove, and so I'm not making meat stew yet. Sorry, but our stamina is up to 119. Little disturbances. All right, let's look at the map again because I moved. And that is the direction we are going. We need to be very, very careful not to jump off of anything. I haven't jumped off anything, but some of the guys on the Discord have, and they got hurt. Yeah. um, some of the things that we're going to look at over the next few days, we will probably not be gathering a lot of loot because we really don't need it. Although, if I get as many electrical parts as I did from the town on our last season save when I went down there this afternoon, we may not have to bake any for the refrigerator. Now, what was it I was trying to think of? Okay, so we're right on the edge of town already. It's right up on this hill, and I think. And it's so close. It's so close by. It should be right here. Right down there is some of the streets. And some of the old pathways anyway. There was a bunch more of the industrial buildings, and there was a bunch more of the regular houses as well. Ought to be there by now. There's a house. All right, so there's the first house. And so I'm not too worried about looting. I am vaguely looking for the two blueprints that we don't have. And we can look on here. This is tech right here. And it should show these two blueprints, circular saw and water house. We still have all the others. And I'm not carrying a lot of weight. And again, the only reason I'm carrying so much food is because I tend to let it spoil by accident. And I don't mean for it to. But I just forget about it, because I'm doing stuff, gathering things. Here's some iron. Oh, there's some biofuel up there. Grab that. Some oil. We don't need any of this stuff. There's a brick. It's going to all respawn in 10 game days. And so I'm not worried about it. If I do run out of something, we have all the technology we need to make whatever it is. So it's not a big deal. I'll just check in the bathroom. I think that's glass. I can't really carry glass because it doesn't stack. Wet bricks stack now, though. So glass might follow. Just walk out here. So if we stay to the right, that should be good. There's some industrial buildings over there. Still don't want fish oil. So I'm just looking casually. Here's a blueprint right here. Solar battery we already have. I just grab it anyway. Here's some more cloth. But I definitely wanted to come to town. And so the reason why I did it on our old save was an attempt to get those two blueprints right away, which I didn't do. I got a lot of old blueprints that I already had. But on top of that, I got an enormous number of electrical parts, which was just crazy. Howdy. You look like a white-tailed deer. Might be a black-tail. What do we got here? A little bit of iron. Here's our first electrical part. I have somewhat resolved some of the issue with my mouse, and it was very stunning to me. Look at all those outbuildings. Um, I finally got frustrated enough that I picked up my mouse and banged it on the side of my monitor about 50 times. I was frustrated. And yeah, about 7 metric tons of dust came out, so that might be the issue. Look at all the watermelons. It's watermelon season. It is August, so. I spent quite a lot of time in game yesterday, before and after yesterday's video. Did I miss one? Did I go in there? It's not super important, but I am curious. I'm just picking up stuff because it's there. Oh, God, here's some more oil. Give me it. All right, just in a couple of minutes here, 4 cans of oil. Look at all the ore, not counting the lead. I may throw that on the ground. So I don't know if this rate of loot is going to keep up. It seems pretty darn high to me. Like really, really too much. But that's okay, you know. I think I walked around in there. It's not going to be as easy to get up high above the villages. Most of them are down in these valleys, but the nearest mountain is over here for this one. This one has a mountain overlooking it, and it's relatively close because we're right here. So that's relatively close by too. We can maybe go there. But you can see the land bridges are clearly drawn in now. I usually just swim across right here. But they're clearly drawn in. You can see them now. And so I think it looks a lot better. You know, it's still going to be a thing. You still can't make the map bigger unless you take a picture of it, which you are welcome to do, and use a program to make it bigger so you can look at it. I don't think I like this house. Realtor, take me to the next one. Yeah, I don't like the layout. Too busy. I like a more open floor plan. Is that iron? I'll take it. All right. So we're really here just to look around, but I don't want to miss all 4 of these. There's 4 houses right here together. I think there was 4. Again, there could be stuff outside as well. And we'll go check the bathroom first. It's a nice spacious bathroom. And there is the lamp tech. So that's 2 techs, so there won't be any more tech in this town. 2 techs per town. Oh, I thought there was something sitting there. It was just tons and tons more plastic. Once you have the plastic, making the electrical parts is a zip. It's a zoop. It's a quickie thing. I don't think making the plastic is incredibly complicated either, but the whole thing all together can take some resources for sure. So it's nice to not have to guess anymore. Oh, the weather's going to turn on us. It's nice to not have to guess anymore. If you've got the town with 3 blueprints or 4 blueprints. For me, it was always the southwestern town that had 4, or southeastern, excuse me. Oh, my left and right are so confused. I think I like having the washing machine in my bathroom either. And look, they didn't even bother to clean the light switch. Yeah. Trying to sell a house? I would definitely be trying to sell a house. I was just about to jump down the stairs. I would definitely be trying to sell a house if there was a major disease and everyone was turning into these things. I'm like, no, it's a nice neighborhood. Go ahead. You can have it for a deal. All right. That is the manufacturing facilities. Now I'm just curious, like, just how many electrical parts can I get in one day? Not to mention all the other stuff. It's just time saving. I think that was mechanical. I don't really need Kevlar. I didn't really notice a difference. Maybe some of you might know better, but I didn't really notice a difference between having the Kevlar on and not having it. Like the last season, which was my 3rd save, I had been wearing Kevlar the whole time, and I think I got just as injured. Where the heck is the door? There we go. I think I got just as much injured as I did when I wasn't wearing it, I don't think it really protected me that much. What is the temperature? Oh, it's 38. Well, I can't see inside without this on, so turn it back on for a minute. Try to go through here quickly. So much plastic, so much oil. The problem with plastic is the oil, because of course from all the building that you do, right at the beginning, you've got all the bark chips you need. Oh, this is interesting. There's a tree in the house. Still not picking up glass. All right. All right, let's see where we are. We are halfway through town. And by now we would be already heading home. If I'm going the right direction, am I? I need to go that way. Okay. Oh, poor birdie. There's some more cloth. Oh my gosh. There's so much stuff here. I don't know if I finished what I was saying about the plastic. The problem with plastic is getting the oil. Oops. And good grief, it's very, very hot. That way. Once you have oil rolling, though, it comes in at a way higher clip than you need it. So it's not a problem. It's just getting the extractor built and powered, and it does take a lot of power. So 100 power is a lot, and I think the dev said that he was going to be reworking power, not for this update, but for the next one. And so we'll have to be prepared for that. I may as well take it. Whether we're going to need to put up more power or not, I don't know by then. It's probably a month away, and which is fine. You notice I'm using my map to keep an eye on where I am. A lot of people suggest that you drop forms down, the ghost images of forms, which also works. I don't really worry about it too much. God, there's more oil. What are we up? 6 cans now of oil. And how much biofuel? Not much. 3 cans of biofuel. All right. We have just about got it. And if we turn that way, I think it come back. We should be able to. Maybe there's a place up here where we can see part of the village, but I think the trees are going to be in the way. And it's also really dark. Super duper dark. Stop raining for a minute. It's August, for goodness sake. You know, someone was saying earlier that they noticed some lag, and at that point I had not. But now that I'm running Streamlabs, moo. Now that I'm running Streamlabs, I am seeing a little bit of lag here and there. So I didn't really look at any of the tables or anything. There's loads of mailboxes and stuff. Here's another mailbox. Is there any mail? No. Yes, that was a potato. I'm trying to quit the habit. Oh, speaking of which, I get so carried away with what I'm doing that I forget to eat. I'm the same way in my own life, too. So, loads more industrial buildings. There's no red barns here. I was hoping there'd be a red barn here. One of the towns that I went to this morning had a red barn, which I thought was super cool. So there is pathways that you can follow through town. You can't see them very well with the foliage turned off. I haven't had it turned on in quite some time, though. I should probably do that. Let's grab some more here. What time is it? The great thing about the new towns is they're super duper close by. I don't feel at all worried that it's almost 5 o'clock at night and we're not at home. I'll tell you though, when I first loaded up the game after the update, I was going through town and I kept finding all these kits, all these medical kits. I found 9 of them in that first town that I went to. And I was like, oh my God, what could possibly, be here that I would need 9 medical kits when I think in my total experience of the game I've probably used 4. out of maybe 400 hours of gameplay, and on 2 separate accounts. uh, and yeah, medical kit after medical kit, and I was really scared, and I tiptoed all the way back home um, with my bow out the whole time, scared out of my wits. I saved and quit to download the first hotfix. And when I went back in, the Vambies and the Predators weren't even on. So this whole time I was picking up medical kits. I'm like, oh my god, there's so many of them. There must be like really a lot of Vambies ahead of me. Um, a lot of Vambies, a lot of Predators ahead of me. This is crazy. And then I went back into the game and they weren't even turned on. And they're likewise not on right now. I don't think the Predators are on either. Because I didn't think before I started the game and started recording. I'm just like thinking about it right now. All right. Right at the end here, we're going to exit the game, and I'm going to show you the new options and a little bit how they work. I haven't tried them all yet. Listen, Moo dear, I'm sick of your attitude. There's 2 of you. Boo. I think I'm going the wrong way. I am. I need to go this way. All right. It is super close, except for the width of town is really wide. Boo. Look at how beautiful this place is. Ah, oh, it's a gorgeous place. And it's one of the lake valleys I was talking about. This one, which also has a town next to it. I had no idea the towns were going to be this huge. And there's another one right down here somewhere. Here it is, right here, that didn't get a town. So there's a big, long distance between this area and this area. So this is all wilderness right here, which is just crazy. And I forgot to align my map. I need to actually go that way. But this is a great place to build. And I think we might just put a little camp here. Like a little ranch house maybe. Just a small one. With God, the hiccups. With a kitchen and some power. I really got the hiccups. Ah, my goodness. All right. We need to go that way. Okay, here we go. We're going to run home and save. And first I'll just show you this tremendous amount of stuff here that we picked up by way of organizing here. And can't see. Just a huge, huge amount. Get that out of the way. And that. And cloth. And feathers that we don't really need. Let's see if I can move this. Maybe if I put that on, it would help. Oops. It didn't open. There we go. There we go. Now I can move things around. We also got bricks and oil, cans, so mechanical parts, electrical parts, Kevlar, plastic. The medical kit I think I brought with me because I'm not crazy. And all of this ore, so 2 copper, this is all iron, this is all lead, just a huge amount of iron ore that is. Our machines are loaded to the gills. And when we come back tomorrow, the first thing we're going to do is unload all those machines and check on the aluminum, although we have oil on us, so we could literally check on the aluminum on our way home if we just detour this way just a little bit. You see all this food here. It's a crazy amount of food. Someone also asked if they need to put up food for winter. We just went through 2 winters without putting up food, although I will say that having drying racks full of meat definitely made a huge difference. And I think you want to definitely have a drying rack, at least, with some meat in it, because it's not harder to find deer and boars in the wintertime necessarily. How much weight is that? Oh, I can't carry any of it. So we'll come back for that. Let me go ahead and put some oil in. However, you have situations like I had this last winter where I had 5 blizzards in a row. And if I didn't have some meat put away, I would have been pretty sick after that. I'd have been eating a lot of those emergency kits. So that was, that was something, that was a thing. And so you can see how super close that first village was time-wise. We got to spend the whole episode there. And when we come back tomorrow, we're going to be working with all of these ores. I'm going to put that fence up. I'll have to move all of these racks before I get wood because they are too close and I wasn't able. It doesn't look they're too close. Maybe I can try again. Oh, okay. They were looking too close for me to put that in. And that's probably being silly right there. Let's see. Uh-oh, I missed. I know I could get up there. There we go. Ah! I know I could do it. One more try. One more try just for the goofy parade. Oh, boy. I'll tell you what. I know I can jump higher than that. All right. Let's take a look at the new UI. But when we come back tomorrow, I was saying we will work on all these ores and all of these rails. And we're just going to go ahead and quit the game. And we will load Season 2. And we'll look at the new... Oh, I didn't mean to load it. Not load it. Exit from it. Now we're going to have to wait. Darn it. This is the longest load time, second longest load time of any game that I have, but the longest load time of any game I'm currently playing a lot. And I don't have any idea why it's so long. And I wish I hadn't hit that button. I'm sorry. There are changes to the way that you set up your save. We'll pick Season 2. Same on the top here. You can have the swarms come every 3 days. The first swarm attack is not for 10 days, but you can set it for every 3, 5, or 10 days after that. You can enable or disable predators or Vambies. Autosave, which I have enabled. Head bobble. That's interesting. Stats depletion is the big one. So for easy mode, slow stats. For regular mode, normal. And for hard mode, it's fast. And eventually that will probably turn into those things. And then we have advanced settings here where you can decide how hard it is to kill these animals and how much meat they give, all the way up to 8. And here's scorpions. You can't change the scorpion's health. And I didn't see the alligator slash crocodiles on here either, but you can change how much damage and how much meat they give for all of these other creatures as well. And that's pretty intense. You can also change how hard it is to kill a Vambi, all the way up to super bosses, and how much damage they do. And right now, because I have Vambi set to no attacks, that's on 0. So that's pretty darn cool. That's a lot. Alright, you guys, I want to thank you all so much for coming along. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you are enjoying and looking forward to the content as much as I am, then please click the like button. And as always, have a great day.